Hello everyone and welcome back to English with Kaylee. In today's lesson, you are going to learn the verb to be in the negative form. Let's get started. So I often get asked by my followers, Kaylee, are you American? Are you American? And I respond, no, I'm not. I'm British. No, I'm not. I'm British. Now you can see that no, I'm not. This is the verb to be in the negative form. The verb to be in the negative form is written like this. I am not. I am not. I am not Italian. I'm British. You are not. You are not. You are not Spanish. You're Italian. He, she, it is not. He is not. She is not. It is not. We are not. We are not. You are not. You are not. They are not. They are not. So, an easy way to remember the rule is to put not after the verb, and that will make it negative. I am not. You are not. He is not. She is not, it is not. We are not, you are not, and they are not. So remember, put not after the verb to make it negative. But when we speak or we write, we may not want to use every word. I am not. We may want to use a contraction. This is when we take two words and we put them together as one word. Let's take a look. I am not. As a contraction, you can say, I'm not. I'm not Italian. I'm not Spanish. I'm not British. I'm not. We can change you are not to you aren't. You aren't Italian. You aren't Spanish. You aren't British. You aren't. We can change he, she, or it is not and say he isn't Italian. She isn't Spanish. It isn't British. He isn't. She isn't. It isn't. We can say or write we are not, or we can say we aren't. We aren't. We aren't Italian. We aren't Spanish. We aren't British. We aren't. You are not. You are not. We can say you aren't. You aren't Italian. You aren't Spanish. You aren't British. You aren't. And the last one, they are not. We can say they aren't. They aren't Italian. They aren't Spanish. They aren't British. So remember, you can also use a contraction in the negative form. I'm not. You aren't. He isn't. She isn't. It isn't. We aren't. You aren't. They aren't. So just to remember, we put not after the verb to make it negative. Good. Let's try some quick practice. I'm going to show you a word and you are going to tell me the next word in the phrase. make sure that it is negative. I'm. Good. I'm not. I'm not Spanish. I'm British. Well done. I'm not is negative. Good. We. How do we say the verb to be in the negative? Good. We aren't. We aren't Spanish. We're British. Good. Well done. Let's try another one. He. He. Remember, he is for male, for boys. He. Good. He isn't. He isn't Spanish. He's British. Good. Remember, he isn't is the negative form. Well done. What about you? You. In the negative form? Good. You aren't. You aren't British. You're Spanish. Good. Last one. It. What's the negative form? Good. It isn't. It isn't Spanish. It's a Mexican dish. Good. Well done. Let's try an exercise. We have to write the sentences in the negative. So we're going to change a positive sentence. She's American. She's American. This is positive. And we're going to make it negative. She isn't American. She isn't American. This is in the negative form. So we have 6 sentences. Let's do it together. Number 1, I'm British. I'm British. How can we say that in the negative? Good. I'm not. I'm not British. I'm not British. So we have a contraction here. I'm not British. Good. Excellent. Number 2, they're Brazilian. They're Brazilian. How can we say that in the negative? Remember, we want to use a contraction. Good. They aren't Brazilian. They aren't Brazilian. Excellent. Number 3, it's Mexican food. It's Mexican food. How do we make this into the negative form? Good, well done. It isn't Mexican food. It isn't Mexican food. Excellent. So we have the contraction between the verb to be and not. It isn't Mexican food. Good, well done. Let's try number 4. She's Italian. She's Italian. How can we make this negative? Good. We can say, she isn't Italian. She isn't Italian. She's Spanish, for example. Good. How about number 5? We're from England. We're from England. How can we make this into the negative? Good. We aren't. We aren't from England. We aren't from England. We're from Spain. We aren't from England. Good. Well done. And the last one, you're Japanese. You're Japanese. How can we make this into the negative? Excellent. You aren't Japanese. You aren't Japanese. Good. So remember to add not after the verb to be to make it negative. Well done everyone, that's the end of today's lesson. Don't forget to like and subscribe and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye guys!